It's the old Raggamuffin show, and look who we have here. Young Duns in the business. They go by the name of Young Culture. Greetings.
Wagwan. Respect.
Yeah, King. I like Stevie and Richie in the building. Yeah, what's going on? The man, them good, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yes, I.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
You look charged, though. What's going on there? Like, on some grade up?
Sunday.
Got about to look red up already, blood. Look.
Sunday chills, man.
You know what the Sunday rhymes with, man.
No work till Monday. No work on a Sunday, man.
I hear that still.
Wait till tomorrow, and when the graph starts, my eyes will be looking normal.
But yeah, the man ain't good. Everyone good, yeah? Everyone's healthy, everyone's well, yeah?
Yeah, man. Through these mad times, everyone's cool, man. So gotta give thanks. Same way.
We'll give thanks for that then still, cause like you said, it's crazy times, man. And just like I don't even enjoy going on social media right now, cause they're like every other post is somebody losing somebody and this and that. You know what I mean? It's like
true, man. Madness.
Yeah.
It's like a mad time still. But listen, I'm gonna hit you up with some quick fire questions first, yeah?
Come on.
You ready for this? All right then. Apple or Android?
Android.
Toast or crumpets?
Oh, crumpets still. Crumpets.
Sandwich or baguette?
Baguette.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Cola or lemonade?
Cola.
Captain Morgan or Jack Daniels?
Neither.
Oh, I don't know, you know.
Come on, man, look.
The normal Jack Daniels.
Man. It's quick fire, man.
All right, Jack Daniels.
Regular Jack Daniels. Why? What was you going to say? Now, talk the thing. What was you going to say?
I don't like the honey thing, innit? I don't like the honey.
Honey or spice, Captain Morgan's and all of that. You getting into detail, innit?
Yeah. You got to think on them too, because they got a wide, range. Yeah, a serious thing, man.
Bucket hat or beanie?
Beanie.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
All day, fam. Come on. FIFA or Madden NFL?
FIFA.
Hayes or Stardog?
Stardog.
Hip hop or grime?
Hip hop.
Liverpool or United?
Oh,
We just
Liverpool there, innit? Liverpool still.
Wow. What you say, Stevie?
Can't choose, you know, man. I don't like them both.
It's a peak on that
I
one.
used to support United, so I have to say United. But Gerrard's my favourite player, so.
You know when you just go from good to bad, like really, really quick. I used to support United, so I'm gonna say United. But Gerrard's my favourite player. Like, bro, come on.
Man City.
All right, plantain or plantain?
Planting.
Oh. Aki or Callaloo?
Callaloo, yeah.
Pizza or fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Gully or Gaza?
Gaza.
Yeah, Gaza still.
Beanie or Bounty?
Beanie.
Yeah, Beanie still.
Ludacris or Buster?
Ludacris for me.
Fire.
That's a hard one still.
No.
That's a hard one still. I wouldn't know what to say with that one still if somebody gave me that. I'll probably say Buster, really, to be honest. But
Yeah.
What's the probably overall? Nas.
Was it Nas or what?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Nas.
All right, last one, yeah? Raw or Rizla?
Raw,
yeah.
That's an easy one still, isn't it?
Easy.
It's always in his lyrics. That's all he
Yeah,
talks about. Wrapping up in a raw.
Promoting it, man. Like, listen, this goes out to Raw, man. We're always pushing your stuff, man. So send me some things, bro. Come on, man. We buy
it's about time that endorsement there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
We make everyone smoke the raw blacks, man. You know.
Push it hard, man.
So let's let them know where the item from.
Mosley, Birmingham.
The 0121.
Both raised in Borsal Heath in B12 Birmingham originally.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And Mosley.
Seen. Obviously proud. Obviously proud of where you come from.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. True.
Real ends, man.
Yeah. I'm loving the way that I'm loving at this moment in time where people is coming from is being really bigged up and respected. You know what I mean? Where, especially in music now. You know what I mean? Especially like in hip hop and grime as well. You know what I mean? But like people's respecting when you're from this or where you're from Brom or where you're from Manny or you're from Leeds, something like that. You know what I mean? I'm loving that vibe there still. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I rate the UK music scene, because there's a lot of promotion. You know, in that grime and the drill and that, they all promote each other, man. You know what I mean? They all big each other up. It's all hyped up, and it's so they get a lot of like views from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Each other up, like you say, no matter where they come from. So it's one of them.
Yeah, I'm loving that still. And you know, I think for a long time when I was coming up, everyone's trying to be a yardie, you know? Everyone's trying to sound yardie, you know? No matter where they come from. And which is cool. And obviously reggae sounds better when you're singing or talking in patois anyway. So I understand that. But I feel it took a long time before people was actually happy to say that they was proud of where they come from. Like when we was coming up, we didn't want to say we was from England or proud of England because of all of the things, racial things that was going on, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But there's so much more things now to be proud of your area or your community or something like that. You understand? You get what I mean?
Yeah, there's more. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Still, there's more things to be proud of. Still, yeah.
And you see someone you like to, no matter kind of what genre the music is. If you see someone repping from your ends, like you want to big them up a slight bit more than anyone else, and because you're thinking, yo, these are doing it, these are pushing it for the ends, and it's.
Birmingham, man, I'm from Birmingham. Them gyal from Birmingham, gyal from Birmingham. It's the 1-2-1.
You know what I mean? And it's like yesterday there was a youth playing for Cheltenham and against Man City, and he's from our ends in Moseley.
Oh yeah.
It's sick, isn't it, to see that sort of. You can see people like, I've seen this kid before, and I don't really know him that well, but I've seen him about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's nice to see someone from your ends showing it can be done and do.
It has the sweetest aroma. Silver is burning all night. When a ganja session day till daylight. Ganja toka, Rastaman. Wrap up a roar, usually more than the gram. Me link a quatty, me meet with me crew. When a ganja session reach up at the avenue.
Yeah, but like through like you like developing and that and like teaching us like the way, then like us start chin together, and then we start developing each other. And then like you say, you have like different like connections within your area code. You get me? So you might have like the overall of the UK might be like, you know, quite a lot of racist people, but like the little communities and that they help each other and they guide each other and they help each other through. You get me?
Yeah.
So like, good, man, things change like that, man.
Yeah. It's not the way they say.
Yeah, true, man.
Say that again. Sorry. Say that again.
It evolves with the times, and it's so. Even though you still see there's a lot of racism and whatever, but you see that people are pushing forward to create a better thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, so we can all hope that like everyone can get involved in different things. You know what I mean? Different, like everyone doesn't have to be sticking to one. You know what I mean? People aren't going to be judged for what they do, like you say. And if you're talking patois or if you're performing whatever style music, it should just be everyone's kind of thing, and everyone should be involved in the culture, I think.
Yeah, man, definitely. I kind of feel like I always felt that younger generation, you got more mixed kids anyway. You got more mixed children anyway. So everyone's just coming up as one anyway. You know, it's this whole racism is a real old-fashioned kind of state of mind, really. You know what I mean? And part of me believes that it's being pushed to give it a rebirth for the new generation, because the new generation, younger generation, your age group and lower, weren't having a bar of that. It didn't even come into their head. It's alien to them. Yeah. You talk to some young kids, you talk to some 13-year-olds now, some 10-year-olds now, it's alien to them to even recognize that somebody's different.
Yeah.
For real.
You know what I mean? So I feel when you see all of this media attention and that, and I'm like, yeah, part of me is a bit suspicious on that because I feel like you're just trying to teach a new generation that, because it's something that's taught. Racism, you're not born that way, are you? You're taught that way, you know.
That's a shame of it all. I think like the biggest powers in the world are like the people who are running the place, but the main racists. You get me? Like the people like who like they're like normal class people. They're cool and that they're growing up together. Like they're going through the struggle together themselves. You get me? It's the people who are like kind of running the show and kind of telling people like dictating the team. We're the main racists.
Yeah.
Of course, the policies are set that way, aren't they, to make you think that way or make you feel that way? You know what I mean? And even make you act a certain way, you know? Because it's all about trying to blame that other person, isn't it? It's got nothing to do with... You don't want to blame the people that's in charge. Blame the neighbour. Why don't rule, as they say, you know?
True.
But, you know, when we were saying about when you see someone coming from your own ends and repping them, that's another thing that's kind of flipped. Because at one time they used to say you can't be a prophet in your own town, you know. Like major musicians would say you'd never ever make it in your own town. Nobody wants to listen to you from your own town. You got to go out of your hometown and bust before anyone from your hometown recognize you. But you feel that's changing as well? Because you get a lot of support from your ends, surely.
We've got like, I notice it around in Moseley, and we get a lot of forward in Moseley, you know, but it's still hard in general in Birmingham. I don't know how big we are out of Moseley really, and that's only a little area, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of them, man. It's hard, I think, man, to we've always put on nights and stuff, but it's just hard, like, man. I think we ended up getting a few gigs in London, and you get regular people there because, you know what I mean, they've heard about us, they've seen us playing, and they want to come and watch us again, where Birmingham people might just come out, but I don't know if it's regulars or not, or I think Birmingham has always been a hard place, man. But
they might find that everywhere, like, because like you just said, that I've never heard about that Prophet team, like, and I've always thought, why is everyone around the ends, who's good, move out the ends and go like Liverpool or Manchester or London? I'm thinking, how come no one wants to stay in the ends? And I'm just thought, like when we were putting on events, like at the start, you could put it for £3 and that, and people would be coming to your event and just chilling downstairs and, you know, chill downstairs. And then as soon as we put it free, everyone rush inside and that. And like, we're risking our money putting on a big act and then like looking on losing money just because people don't want to pay £3. I just thought that might was just happening in our town.
We bought some sick acts down, man, and put it on for cheap, man, and still people, like literally like 5 people in the dance. So being out flying bear and that, you know what I mean? And then
I think we've got to love like face to face as friends, and like everyone loves us, but like I think there's like a barrier where like no one that want to go out and pay for a certain thing around size, but they know they can get it for free maybe, or know if I stay in downstairs and I drink for a certain amount of time, I can come upstairs and it will be free for an hour, and that's when the best time is going to be. You get me?
Sometimes I think people are spoiled as well, you know. Like sometimes people are spoiled, and because they could get it, if they're lucky enough to be able to get it regularly on a weekly basis or whatever like that, they take it with a pinch of salt, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we go. Yeah, we won't go. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know, and also I think familiarity is a thing as well, because they know you. They're like, we'll catch them next time.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, for true.
But yeah, it's a real thing. I always remember an interview with Jamiroquai. And he was doing a gig in Ealing. And the interviewer was like, oh, you must be really excited to go back and play for your local fans, the people that was there when you come up. And he was like, nah, this is like my 3rd gig ever in Ealing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to show you, like, you know, yeah, that's what they say. You can't make it in your own town. People just move away.
You can go both ways, and it's one of them where sometimes people are their hometown heroes, and but sometimes you gotta get out there, innit? But
yeah,
it's one of them, man.
Whenever you go out and come back, though, I suppose they give it to you once you come back and everyone recognizes, oh, yeah, that man is from Moseley. I used to go to school with that man there. You know what I mean?
They need to see you do it somewhere else first to think, oh, yeah, they're sick like that.
Is that as well, you know? I think it's that as well. Like I say, like the familiarity, like they don't want to give you a forward because they know you. But it's only when they see you, like, getting a forward somewhere else, they're just like, oh, yeah, you know what?
And to even some of our best mates would be like, you know, I've seen them rehearsing. I don't need to go watch that. You know, like, I'll catch them next time, like you said. You know what I mean? And it's like, you're meant to be like our top mates. You know what I mean? You're meant to be there supporting the team, man. But they'll be like, oh, I was there when they was writing the tunes in the studio, or you know what I mean? They just say other shit like that. But it's like we still need the support from the mans and whatever.
Yeah. I've always respected and loved the way that you man's gone about your thing, you know? I think you've always, anytime I've worked with you, anytime you book me, anytime I've seen you working and stuff like that, you know, I always see a lot of passion, livication, because there's nothing dead about it, you understand? I see a lot of livication and passion and the way that you go about and doing your thing. So I think you should be highly rewarded and celebrated for that alone, you know? Just give them props now while we're here, if I've never said it to you before, you know what I mean?
Thanks for that, man. Bless that. Well, it's like that's exactly what we are, and we're passionate about it, and we've never done it for anything other than the love of seeing you mans doing it and seeing Jam Guy and all of them mans mungos and that, you know what I mean? And that always inspired us, man, to just just do it ourselves, innit? And obviously we got our own like people in our own families that are musical and stuff. You see that, and it's just we just like between me and him, like we just put in the work, and we just clicked since day one, since we linked to each other. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I was gonna say. So what did you grow up together or what?
Obviously to a certain extent, from when we were like 14, 15. Yeah. Like there's a big group of us always chilling. You know what I mean? Like 20, 30 mans, like boys and girls, just always hanging around on the streets doing nothing. You know what I mean? Just chilling. But it's all part of growing up, innit? And then we just linked with me and him. The group gets smaller and smaller. You know what I mean? You find out who you're really cool with, and then me and him just started buying vinyls together. Like we got a few vinyls of our own, and then just me and him just put them together. In the end, it was like we'll put the collection together. So we'll go and spin together. You know what I mean? We'll always go back to back.
So Young Culture Sound came first, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, so you said you started buying vinyl and coming together and that, and then eventually started DJ playing out, yeah? Getting some gigs and stuff.
Yeah, trying to get gigs. We'd get booked and then we'd get there and they wouldn't let us play, or, you know, or like they wouldn't know who we were, you know what I mean? And it was like, we're just youths and we didn't really know how to go about it to these big men. And it was like, we ain't just going to barge our way onto the stage and be like, yo, we're here now, it's our go. But, you know what I mean? So sometimes we go there, take our records, not even get a play, man. You know what I mean? But
spinning that, yeah.
We just took it on the chin, innit? And we just thought, you know what I mean? We just keep going, man, and keep building our collection and keep going, man, and see what happens. But
the truth be said, we love to dance. I know we used to go down to the club and just like listen to tunes anywhere. Like
we walk home. Take us about probably like we go PST. Take us probably hour to walk home with a big box of records as well through all the ghetto ends and that Highgate and all them, you know. And so it was, you know what I mean, we was doing it for the love, man. We just trotting about, man, trying to entertain some people and play some tunes, man. And
yeah.
We was getting nice new records and that, man, and we was loving it. So, but then that led to us putting on our own ones, because then we're like, at least we know then we can get a set at least, you know what I mean? And
but I was gonna ask you, is that the reason why was that part of the reason why you went on to doing the promotions then, doing the Young Culture promotion?
Yeah, because originally it was just like, it was just us, wasn't it? Like, we were just like, we'll bring a couple mans through that are local. Like, if we get any money, we'll give them a little change, but we ain't doing it for the money. But if it happens, it happens. But we just play in it, and we knew we were going to get a set then, and then that was us buzzing. As long as we got to play some tunes for a big sister, you know, and it was just bang the tunes up, playing the new tunes that we got, and it was sick, man. And
can you remember the first thing you put on?
First record.
The first show, the first dance you put on.
Did we do anything before that though? No, yeah, it was. Yeah, we put Hare and Hounds in the smaller room. But it was like a random. It was like reggae, hip hop, and then like some like garage. We had a garage DJ or something like that. Just it was like a random mixed genre, but they're all our mates, and it like so it was like, I think it was what, £2 entry.
Yeah.
£2 entry.
It's good as well, man.
Probably made a couple £100, you know, and just we got to.
Must have felt good after that though. After that first one there.
The first event, you're repping in the end, and that everyone's coming through, and that's like everyone's excited as well because it's your first event. Your mates are heard your DJ, and they're gassing you up and that, so it's good, man.
And then you just put on, and then it was like we got because we put on events and people came. Like the Hare and Hounds was like, right, you can be the reggae guys, you know what I mean? Because Robin was focused on doing whatever he wanted to do, and he was always putting the reggae nights on. But you know, after he's done it for so many years, I think he just wanted to, like, it's hard, isn't it? You know, to keep putting
it's hard work, man.
And he's obviously focused on his music as well. So I think they was like, right, well, we'll give you the monthly reggae thing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see what you do with it. And from them, we just booked different people, and some went really well, some went terrible.
Because we also we're also like fans of you guys as well. You get me? So we wanted to see you in our ends and like playing, like, you know, doing your thing. You get me? So I think the massive thing of it after, like, we got used to doing the DJing and doing our first event, and then getting the monthly thing was like getting, all right, who do we want to see down in like Hare and Hounds again, and like, you know, building that kind of setting. Who would like go together, and we started like working through it, man. Like,
yeah, no, that's what we wanted to do. Obviously, all the records we were buying were like of you mans, you know what I mean? And so we're thinking, if people are enjoying listening to the records, we've seen you play at whatever Shambhala and all this, when we're coming through, and then you think people will love that if it comes to Birmingham, you know. And obviously, sometimes you think they'll love it, and they'll come and pay for it. But more time when you're in town, it's all right.
Other times you got to bite the bullet.
When we used to put on dances, it's like, it's the greatest joy, but it's such a headache, man. Yeah. It's hard work, innit? People don't understand how hard it can be promoting and stuff like that as well, you know. Especially when you know you've got a great lineup, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know you've got a great lineup, and you just can't figure, for the life, you can't figure out, where's everybody? What's going on here, you know?
It's not even like you're just going to break even. It's like there's like 10 people there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you're stressing out because you got this artist here, he's coming through, and you're like, fuck's sake.
You feel a way that you call this mate to turn up and there's nobody there, kind of thing, you know. Like, I think like we was in a lucky position those times, because all of them venues there, you could have your own bar. So you know, when you got the bar, it doesn't matter, you know. You could have 80 people turn up, and you're not gonna lose money, because you'll get that money on the bar, you know. The bar's like 100% profit every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You buy a Guinness for £2 and sell it for £5, you know what I mean? So I think it's a lot easier that way there, more than having to hire a venue, or and you haven't, all you're getting is the door sort of thing, you know.
And it's like, it's a long time before we ever got paid to even, you know, to play anywhere that we got booked. You know, we never asked for money, and we was always just doing it because we wanted to do it. But like, and everyone thought we were getting ripped off, which it really were, and it was free entertainment. But we were never looking at it like that, until later on, when you start thinking we have to walk home, and not even giving us taxi money, you know, one of them. And then it becomes a bit of a joke, and it's.
Why did we start DJing now? Like 18, maybe 17?
It's 10 years ago. It's from next year. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's like 18,
19.
So like 18, 19 starting DJ. So we're young at these age. So we're getting gas. It's like we having to play our tunes. So we're not even thinking about money at them times. But yeah, when we think about it now, like a couple of times, you know.
Especially when you see how busy the dance was.
Yeah, man, we make the dance ram, you know.
We're providing entertainment, you know.
There's lock up venue and just walk home and that.
In the snow.
Yeah.
I hear that. It's a hard balance at the beginning as well, because you're like, you want to do it, you want to get out there, you want to get the name out there, and you want to learn as well. You want to practice and you want to learn as well, you know what I mean? So you're like, I'm just glad to play out, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you're like, come on, surely you could give me a little change here now.
£10 to get that.
Little £10 squeeze.
At least put me in a taxi, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
Let me buy a pack of Quavers, you know what I mean? For the walk home Saturday.
But yeah, no, it's all learning though, isn't it? And it's like, and we still probably didn't even play at these events. You know, it's one of them, man. Where
I think the education you get though, the education that you get from that, is priceless.
Yeah,
you play for 10 minutes and then someone else jumps on straight away. You're like, at least I got to play 2 tunes. You know?
I hear that. You ever had any real like embarrassing moments for you while DJing? Like,
not really like.
You say enough.
Yeah.
Nothing that's but nothing that's like like nothing out of the like out of the ordinary mad, but just enough times the equipment never working.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, honestly.
But that's not, but you know what I mean. It's nothing like I was
I'm
thinking.
quite shy though, man.
Mad.
So, like you see when it's running out, I'm blessed at. But you see, like if like there's a cut out or something, I'm like, I'm like, yo, it's just peak. But that's happened a couple of times where we're thinking, yo.
There's a few venues we've done where the sound systems have just broke, you know what I mean?
And the dance is running nice at the time, and everyone's having a good time, and it just cut, and it's like, yo. And it was just like, fuck, what, like, okay, where are we starting? Like, and that's when I'm kind of.
And that's when, and like, we wouldn't touch the mic either, me and him back, like, when we first started.
Yeah, shut to
so, like, the tunes are stopped, and no one's talking, and and everyone's thinking, what's happened? Let's all go out, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of them.
But that's the kind of education I'm talking about. Is that's priceless, though,
Especially if there's
you've gone through that and you learn how to deal with that. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but when it does happen, at least you've been through that before, kind of thing, and maybe you know how to deal with it better than you did at that time there. You know the way there.
From my dad always said, and it, like he said, just you gotta just try and smile and carry on, and you know what I mean, because the 1 minute you start looking worried, then the crowd are gonna think what's going on, and then you know what I mean, because we've had it, even with the band, we've gone on, and the sound engineer doesn't know what he's doing, and we're trying to start a song and it's feeding back majorly. It's a madness. We had to call the show. We didn't even start the show. We had to say to the geezer,
you gotta pull it.
It's about 40 minutes of them messing around with the sound.
Wow.
3 different geezers, all of this. We're looking stupid, you know what I mean? I was like,
yeah.
And that was the right thing to do, because like it's not us. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna think. No one thinks about the sound, man, do they? They think about who's in front of them performing. So they're thinking it's all on us, and they're pinning everything to us. That the sound's not working. They're like, what's this band doing?
No one pays attention to the guy behind the scene or the engineer or nothing like that. All they're looking at is that the main guy that they can see, and they're putting it all on you. You know what I mean? I was gonna tell you a story about. And I asked you about embarrassing times. I was gonna tell you a story. We was playing out once, and we got there late. We turned up late. Like, we got the sound system, and we had a few issues leaving out and this and that. And then we left and we forgot something, so we had to drive the van back and get something else. It's just a nightmare this night. So when we got there, there's people already there. There's people already in the hall, So we got to string up around people and stuff like that. Anyway, we string up the sound. All kind of stuff was going on. But anyway, this place is ram. Before we know it, the place is ram. It was like a St. Vincent's Association dance kind of thing. So it's like a real family thing and thing. So this place is ram, and we ain't even got into gear yet or nothing like that. And my man's on the mic, and my man's like, is everybody having a good time? And unanimously, everybody in the place at the same time was like, no!
Have you ever sniffed the coke or smoke or crack a pipe?
That's the worst, isn't it, man, when you forget stuff as well, man. As
soon as he said it, I was like, don't say that, bro. Because I knew we weren't firing, you know what I mean? Everyone was just like, no! And then we all looked at each other, was like, you know what? Come on, man. Let's do this. And then we smashed it after that. It was a really good night after that, you know what I mean? But yeah.
The thing is, you can pull it back in the dance. You can pull it back, man. Like, and that's why was getting vexed in the end by not getting paid, because we were smashing the dances up, and we were making a conscious effort to play conscious music for a start, and to always be finding new music. And we're playing vinyls, and we're young geezers, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
we thought in the end we're thinking that should be rewarded. We're good entertainers, man.
Yeah.
And it was years before we were getting money for doing it, man.
I think it could go like that still, to be honest with you. I think you can take a few years, man.
On your way.
I hear that. So when did you decide to make the band, the Young Culture band? When did you decide to do that?
Yeah, probably like around 2013, 14, something like that. We were going to college. I was doing like some random HND course that I didn't really want to do, but I just jumped on it to get some student loans and think I might get a little qualification.
Yeah.
He was doing some next B-Tech music performance or something like that. And Yeah, it probably was around like 2014, and,
Yeah,
and then so we were just, you were getting drum lessons, and it
Yeah, I was getting drum lessons off Damo at the time.
Yeah.
was teaching at the college. At that
No, he weren't teaching at the college.
Damo used to teach at the college, but he left from there. He was my teacher from when I was doing the BTEC. He taught me, and so that's how I got into reggae originally. Like, it's all my it's the path of the mad path, man. Because I met him, and then he was always buying records. You know, when he was teaching us, he was always buying records on his computer.
Yeah.
And then I just spoke to him about it all the time, and then by the end, I was showing him tunes. He was showing me tunes, like, you know what I mean, probably showing me about you guys and that. So while Richie was sneaking into Jam Jam and getting kicked out, and then sneaking back, kicked out about 4 times in one night.
Determination, man, key, man.
But yeah, so
Like, that's an ongoing thing we do in it, Richie. You in that place, ain't it, bro?
Any place, man, all events, man, it's mad. And all I want to do is chill, you know. I
know.
People have got bare hate for Richie.
all I want to do is chill and that.
These barman managers and that. You know,
they look at me, they go, nah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why. But you just
it's just too confident.
No, it just maybe you get a bit leery when you're drunk, man. Tell them how it is.
Yeah, more time still. Got a mouth, yeah.
But yeah, now so he was learning drums, and I was doing the next course. So we'd always link up in the band practice rooms at break times, and that he was just learning some reggae drums from Damo, because obviously we were doing the sound, so that's what we were into. Like, I would just learn a few bass lines or a little bit of guitar or whatever, and me and him just jam together, just playing rhythms in it all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
because that hit me out the blue, you know, really. Cause I'd met you obviously and worked with you and stuff like that, so I just knew you as a sound and as the promotion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And next one, I'm just like, Young Culture Band. I'm like, rah, the man has a band.
So we started the band, and originally it was called Young Culture Collective, and it was me on guitar, Richie on drums, my brother on guitar, a guy called Lacey on keyboard. Duncan was playing a little bit of keys as well. He was just busy all the time. And then we had 3 guest vocalists, which was my auntie Kate, Gav, and then Martin, who sadly passed recently. He was always performing with us as well. So we were doing originally covers, and just because we didn't really we couldn't find a local singer that was doing originals that wanted to be in our band, sort of thing, you know, and because we wanted to do originals, but we just didn't have someone there that wanted to be the singer and drive it forward with us the way that we wanted to drive it.
Yeah.
So we were just for now doing covers and whatever, and just getting a different vocalist, and it was good. It was good fun, and it was good practice because we learned a lot of classic rhythms, classic tunes and stuff, and people enjoyed it when we performed out, you know, and it was good, like nice to perform with our like my auntie and Martin or whatever, you know. It was getting everyone involved. It was a good collective. Yeah. But then we were kind of like, me and Richie were like, we want to push this forward, you know, we want to make tunes, and we need a singer, sort of thing. And then we were just kind of like, Richie's always singing along anyway to whatever, all the songs. So it's like, yeah, why don't you just have a go? You give it a go, innit?
Things them better than dread. In my town, scandal. Me watch the 10 o'clock news. Another youth get shut down.
And then since then he's just been singing, man, and we're just trying to push it forward in that direction, you know, and have.
I remember when you said to me once. I remember you said to me, "Oh, you should try and get Richie to sing, you know. Richie can sing, you know. You should try and hear him, you know." I don't know. I think maybe we was at Hare and Hounds or something like that. Maybe like, I don't know, one of them dances that you booked for Hare and Hounds.
It's just coming through at the start.
Yeah, he's like, you should get Richie to sing, you know. Listen to Richie, you know. He's all right, you know. You should listen to Richie, you know. He's coming up.
He's finding his style in it and his range. Yeah. Like, it's hard when you just start in it. You know,
man.
You don't know. You're kind of going to impersonate a few people. Not like it's all going to be a bit of a mix of whatever, and whatever you always
Yeah, the big
you can't help but sound a little bit like the people who you love. You know what I mean? People who inspire you.
And then other people are going to say, "Oh, you sound like Fingy," and or whatever, which
Yeah.
might not even be the person that you're like inspired by, but they're telling you sound like this person. Or,
I tell you sound like some random that you're like, who? Like,
yeah.
Thing like that. So yeah, you decided to. So you done the band. You was doing covers. You wanted to do some originals and stuff like that, and then you started releasing stuff, really good stuff as well, by the way.
Thanks, man. Just that was the hardest thing for us, like, and it's like we've been making ideas for probably since like 2015, and it.
Yeah. You've been making enough sick ideas for this in them times.
But just like we've just always wanted to get stuff out there, and it's always proved harder than it is, because the vision that we've got is we want live, like a live sounding recording, you know. So we always record it as a live band, like old school style, you know what I mean? And just to get.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the ideology around the band and the EPs as well, especially the latest EP as well. Like yeah, that's I could hear that. That's what you want to make. You want to make some original, old school, like band music, you know, with a guitar solo in it and stuff like that. You know, you've always had that ideology. That's the way you always wanted to do it.
Yeah, we just want to we just want to have like a live. What about you? I know that's definitely for me. Like seeing stuff with, just like seeing the old. I just love the old style of recording, man. When everyone's in the studio and you see videos of the old bands and that. And they're all just doing it in one take, and it's just little things can happen, and it can sound sick, man. And if you've got the right engineer there to mix it, then you can make some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I like all sorts of music, you know, whether it's programmed or whatever. But like for us, I just want to go that way, you know, and just see how it goes from there. But
you must have come up with a real wide taste of music as you coming up, no? With your dad and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just always like, my dad's very picky, man. He listened to a few different things in the car, and it like just it's mainly like old school, like rock and roll, or like probably like nothing. He literally probably like 5 bands, to be fair. He's very selective, but like a lot of the old blues stuff, that's what he really liked, and that's what I'd always listen to with him.
Okay.
So, like, growing up hearing a lot of blues music and.
So yeah, if you're growing up listening to that live sound all the time, then I can understand that's all you want to make.
That's how they do it, you know, AC/DC. That's how they do it. Like, you know what I mean? They get the drum track recorded to a click, all live through the whole track, you know. And it's nice, man, because like I said, little things can happen, and it just brings a nice feel, man. As long as my dad always says, as long as you can tap your foot to it, man, and nod your head to it, that's you're onto something good, and at least. As a starter, you know.
That's a good way to start still.
Yeah.
What about you, Richie? What did you come up listening to when you was coming up?
A lot of gospel really with my family, my mum and that. A lot of reggae as well. Soul. My mum used to listen to a lot of Jill Scott, R&B. I used to listen to myself a lot of Tupac and Bob Marley, and then Goldplay as well, a lot when I was a younger age. But my mum and that, a lot of soul, gospel and stuff like that. A lot of wider, man. I'm over to everything. Like I used to skate and everything, so I used to listen to like loads of rock music, everything, Slipknot, everything, man. So
yeah,
like wide range of music, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, before I got into reggae, it was just mainly like hip hop, man. For me, I'd obviously listen to a bit of rock with my dad or whatever, but it would just be, I just loved hip hop, man. I was always on the old school 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was what I loved, man. Until I met Damo, really, and Damo loves hip hop as well, but. He just took like the way he was teaching as well with music. So I was doing like essays about like class 80s dancehall and stuff. And like, you know, it's like, that's, man, like, there's nothing better. Like, I hate doing shit like essays, man. But if it's about 80s dancehall, then live, I do some research. I like it. It's interesting, man. So
yeah, of course.
I'm very grateful to him, man, for just showing me, you know what I mean, showing me a lot about life, man, and him and Robin have been big influences to us. Because,
both of us, man. Big up the Friendly Fire and Jam Job.
Yeah, Robin's helped us do a lot of our like mixes and stuff with the band, you know, at his studio. So like, he's gave us a really good platform for it, and always there for like advice because he's done it. He's been there for years doing. You know
That's
what I
nice.
mean?
I was gonna ask you, what's it like? Do you feel like there's more that can be done by older artists in the thing to help people like yourselves who are younger in the thing? Do you think that more could be done? Do you think the baton could be passed down a lot easier?
What do you reckon?
I feel they got I feel definitely, man, because they've been like you said, like you guys have been through it already. Like you've seen you've got the keys, you've opened the doors, you've banged the door, so they're already open for you guys. So for you to pass them down to us has been much easier. But I think only like man like you them and Jam John that help certain people around my area that I know. There's a lot of artists that are good out there that are just kind of doing their own thing, which is fair enough. They're doing their own thing, but I think it's always got to be passionate down to the next generation because one day, you're going to be gone and then the next generation's got to like fight hard to get it. It's meant to be making it easy for the younger generation to understand it quicker because the harder they have to understand it, they ain't going to be interested like that. It takes a certain amount of determination to get through it, but like if all the doors are going to say solid shut, it's going to be hard, man. Trust me.
But that's what we try and do, and like that's when we put on events like Big Buff Dining Club, whatever. We try bring everyone through, man, because it's always good platforms, and we say if we can be selectors, anyone can be, because everyone loves music. Everyone knows what tune's going to go off in the dance, and everyone knows what like it's all about bringing people through to carry on the same vibes, man, because like
or even their own vibe, man.
Their own vibe. Just a general vibe of everyone's like people shouldn't be scared to just be like on it, man.
I 100% feel like the elders like in the game, a lot of the elders should definitely do more things to help like the youths through, man. Trust me, man, because once you get to a certain stage in there, you could be like good on the vocals or have the best studio to put it in. It's how you're going to promote it or how you're going to get it to a certain like level or like that place, or how you're going to send it globally to another country so they understand. I think like a lot of places like Germany, Spain, Jamaica, like they rep their people, you get me, and they bring them through like because they've got the keys, they've already done it, they don't want them to do a hard time. I think over in the UK it's quite hard, man, because they're just trying to do their own thing. A lot of the artists. Yeah,
you do see the local artists in the other like countries. They get big in it amongst the people.
So I've always it's an interesting thing, and I think I agree with you that I think other artists should do more. I'm not sure what it is they should do though.
You can't just be like these guys' music. You like my music, like these guys' music, and everyone's gonna, everyone's gonna jump on it. It's one of them, and everyone has their own opinions on it. Like,
yeah, and everyone's got to be open enough. I think everybody, both parties, have to be open enough to make the connection in the first place. Because we need to have that connection still. So you got to be open enough to make that connection and accept somebody for what they are in that way there, before you can even help or they can receive the help in that way, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely I think it should be nice. It's too much of a gap. I find it too much of a division, and I don't see the point. If I cut my hand on a bit of glass, I don't see the point in me leaving it there for someone who's coming behind me to cut their hand on the same bit of glass.
You clean the thing up, for real.
Clean up the thing. All right, if you can't clean up the thing, say to them, say, listen, when you come up here, watch that because that's going to cut you.
True.
But I find a lot of people don't do that. And it's only when you come up and cut your hand and they say, oh yeah, that happened to me. And it's like, well, why didn't you tell me that happened to you, bro? What sort of things would you say they could do? That's a hard question, I know. That's a bit hard now, isn't it?
Oh, man, I think it's simple as like, I don't know, man, maybe I'm being basic, but I think it's as simple as information. Like, people get played on radio or go this that way, or they know this. Like,
people like to keep it secret. People
just
think
links, you get me? Like,
people think it's like, yeah.
People are like proper secret. They go, yo, I've got the link to this like radio show, but like I can't send it to you. You're gonna have to find your own way to get there. Like, yo, just send a link on, bro. Give me a try. Let me try and do it. You get me? But I think people just, it's information. Like, we need to share information, man. People don't like sharing information. It's like, yo, I got through, but if I give you that, they might find out that I did that. I'm gonna put your name in the team. Just send the thing on. You get me? It's fine, man.
They said there's no point having knowledge if you're not gonna share it, bro. Like, what's the point?
Exactly, man. You're just gonna lock it up and keep it yourself and just die with it. You need to send that knowledge on, man. Especially if you got someone underneath you're raring to go, and they just don't know where to go, and they just want to do it. Like, just give them a ting, man, and see if they can. Yeah, go on, do your ting, man.
It's not a competition, and
Yeah,
that's
man.
what everyone's got to realise. It still goes that way sometimes, and people want to impress too much before helping each other out, and they want to big themselves up too much before.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if they feel like you're going to hinder their career or they're going to get in trouble with sending the details on. But something in between there, like they need to just go, yo, yeah, there's it.
It's a crab in a barrel mentality as well, isn't it? Thinking like if you're eating, I'm not, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's been one of these days.
That as well, man.
I think I tell you what, a lot of maybe older artists miss when it comes to helping people come through as well, is that's only going to make your career longevity, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you check artists, all right, you mentioned 80s dancehall then, or 90s dancehall then. If you check them man there, Beanie and Banton then, them man is always with the younger artists coming through, you know.
Yeah.
So they always stay with the clique. They always know what's going on. They always know what's the fresh thing out there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we've had our own experience in it with one certain, you know what I mean, individual, but it's one of them where that made us realise hard, and it's not all the, you know what I mean, everyone's not out there to help you, man, because.
Well, I'm so tempted to ask, well, go on this up. I don't want to flame up the thing.
We won't name no names in it, but you know what I mean.
But you had a bad experience with somebody.
Yeah, obviously record some music, then make an agreement, then 1 week later, man's hollering for bare money, you know what I mean?
Oh, that situation.
Leave the tracks, you know what I mean? And it's one of them where 1 minute you're telling me you've always wanted to work with us, and you've always felt good vibes from us and all this. Next minute it's load my bank up, innit?
But we allow them people there move on, because you
maybe
learn from them, and you're not going to work with them again, you know what I mean?
You know what you were saying about, but then it's like it works out better for the mans if they work with you for their future as well, isn't it? Because
of course.
They want more, man.
You know what I mean? We're going to be keep on releasing, isn't it?
So the latest the latest EP. Let's talk about that. I know it's called. So the Richie Culture EP is not a young culture band thing. It's Richie.
He's left me, man.
Nah.
I see that, you know, Vlad. I'm just like, what? Man, boss and Rich and switch. You know what I mean? And just walk off left you.
Nah, you know what it is, Solo? You see what it is with me? I feel like in anything to say, boom, the band need a drummer. I feel like I need to learn how to play the drums. So I'll go to Damo because I know how to play the drums. I have to learn how to play the drums. So the singing, I have to learn how to sing. I have to learn different styles of singing. Maybe the band want to do a fast thing. Maybe they want to do a this thing. So then I feel, for me as practice, I have to go out there myself and work with different producers and different people that do different things. So then I can take it back to the band and say, yeah, I learned this and it. So I can have my own, you get my own experience, because tell the truth, I'm not like, I love music, you get me? And I've always loved music, but like, I'm more of a sportsman, you get me? I do sports, but music in my, I don't really have many like musical people in my background. I just said, yeah, I'm jumping on, I want to be a DJ. Yeah, I want to see these people down and do events. Yeah, I want to be a drummer in a band. Yeah, I'll do the singing. So you get me? I'm always down to just do the learning. I'm down for that. So with the Robbie Melody thing, like I think I need to learn with different producers, different people who do the thing. So yeah, man, like that EP in itself was like more of like a little like what would you call it? Like personal to me, really. That's like a little insight into what I'm about. You get me? It's not like anything about like world matters and that. It's just like personal to me. You get me? So I just put it out there just like that.
I think you're right. I think you need to work with other people. Definitely. I think you learn. Obviously, you're gonna learn more and more when you broaden your horizons like that to work with other people. Still.
Yeah.
The thing is with him though, and it like he's got a mad drive, and it so like obviously now he's busy because he's got a daughter, and it's hard, and to find time, and you're trying to make your bread and all that, and it for the family. But before, you know, Richie's just non-stop, and it is always let's go studio. I'm going studio if next man's like just putting in the work in it, and always rate it. And even though I find I get my certain times of motivation and I get in there and I box off some rhythms or whatever. But Richie's always driving, you know what I mean, and he's always on it.
Yeah.
So like, I rate it, man, and you see him, it does make him improve, and he finds his style and works with different mans and meets different people, and it's it's good, man. And I like the music as well, so it's...
Yeah, I think it's a great EP. I really enjoy it, man. I really enjoyed it. But then I've enjoyed most, if not all. Well, I shouldn't even say most. I enjoyed all of the stuff that you lot put out, even when you're working with the other artists as well. Sorry?
So that's the one tune that gets overlooked, is the Peppery tune, because people expecting it to be Richie in it, but it's not. And so like the local people, it doesn't get that much forward, that tune doesn't, you know what I mean? But
Really?
good tune, yeah. It's a big tune, man.
I think it's a good tune, man.
Oh, it's a big one.
And obviously we've known him for years, so it was nice to work with him, and he was really good to work with, isn't it? So
yeah, I think that's a big tune, you know. I think one thing we all need to learn, you know, as far as it comes to people knowing your music, is everything's happening so fast now. This social media life now, you feel like if you post it out one time, then that's it, and everybody's seen it, you know. But no, nobody's seen it. Like, and even within myself, you have to try and teach yourself. Listen, post it up again, post it up again, post it up again, post it up again.
So you told me that before. That's what you said, that you can't let it. You can't just think it's going to self-promote, and it just from just being there one time, and because you got to keep putting it out there, and it's
yeah, believe, cause brother, I've gone to people's booked me for shows, and I've done the show, and afterwards they're like, "Oh, what's this song?" They're like, "You've never heard that song before?" And this is a song that I'm rating highly, so I'll put it in my set list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're telling me they've never heard it before, and they've never heard this before, and they've never heard that before. You know, so yeah, but it's really hard to do, because within yourself, within your self-conscious, you know, oh, I'm posting that up again. Is it gonna look like I'm just posting the same thing over again? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just feel I've been just constantly posting them, to be fair, on the Instagram stories and that, just because it's always just good to have something there and content or whatever. So you got to keep it busy, otherwise people just forget about you.
Yeah, for real.
We got the Raggamuffin play in it, which was...
I was gonna say, congratulations on the Raggamuffin play.
Yes, man.
Which was good, man. So that's like, hopefully now we got the link and it can...
Oh, did you send it to him then? Yeah, he never picked it up himself.
No. We sent him our new single in it, and he wasn't feeling it. And he said, send us some other stuff. So sent him the other ones, and he liked it, man. So it was good.
Yeah, and like you said, you got the link as well now, you know what I mean? But you just need to find more links and send it out there still, you know? Because I know there's going to be people that like it still.
Yeah, and we've got we've got a studio session booked for not this Sunday, the Sunday after next. So we're trying to start the year strong, you know, and get some stuff out there, probably our own little album or EP sort of thing. So
Okay.
It's old school root style, inspired rhythms. So yeah, it's nice. Warrior style rhythms, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real, man. I just want to say as well, man, like anything I do, yeah, just to clarify, yeah, anything I do is always going to be young culture, you get me? So if you see Richie Culture and another producer's name, just remember the culture in that, yeah, is young culture, trust me, man. So any else I do is for the team, you get me? Jana.
I'm glad you said it. You didn't need to tell me that, but I'm glad you said it for anyone else who's confused.
That's for me.
That's for the viewers, you get me? Because I've heard a lot of that, you know, what's Richie doing? He's doing his own thing, like loud and young culture. Nah, man. Richie's got to learn, you get me? So you'll see a few different things, but it's always a young culture movement. It's always trying to find different ways of getting through, just to make it better for us, man. Because, you know, like I said, it's like the doors are locked up there. We need to find different keys to open the main one. So
exactly that, you know, and so you definitely should be out there working. I see you posted up a little while ago a list of people that you want to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I was gonna say to you then, like, it's a really good list.
That's
a really good list. So you have to pursue that, you know. And if I can link anything, I'll link it. You know, if you need a link, you just shout me, innit?
I will, man. Bless me.
And we try and link it definitely, cause you need to do that, and it's gonna be for the benefit of the whole thing. It's gonna be for the benefit of young culture. You know what I mean?
That's how we look at it as well, because we, like, obviously it's me and him mainly, like the main input, but then we want other musicians and that involved, you know, and we're getting, like, on our new track, we've had guys playing, one guy that plays guitar now, he's plays with Sam Smith, and a session musician, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We're just getting different people involved that just bring a different little flavour to it, because that's how a lot of the great songs are made in history as well, you know, just of people all just different vibes creating, you know, as long as we've got the nice core of a track there, little flavours added to it, you know what I mean, little spices.
It's those little garnishes on top, you know. That different stage, you know what I mean?
We had different drummers every time, you know, and it's like they're all sick drummers, and they've all brought a different vibe to it, you know, and it's nice, man. It's nice to get different people involved and have just different people in the tracks, man.
I hear that stuff. So how you feel with the you had enough of the promotion side then? I mean, obviously we're in this thing that we're in now anyway, so not much is going on, but
nah, we ain't doing it no more, man.
We say that we'll probably catch us doing. You can probably catch us get us bored and do an event and that, lose a bit of money with a smile on our face. But yeah, man, we try to stay away. We really want to do this promotion thing, man. Get the tunes out there, and like we want to get vinyls and stuff.
Yeah, we just want to promote our own. Try and use it now to promote our own stuff and get that out.
It's the way forward, bro. Like invest in you now, innit?
But we sit on things too long, you know. We've got tunes there and we've got enough content to get out there, you know. So we just need to keep pushing and getting our stuff out there and just like, you know, just we just want to keep making tunes, man, and just keep getting content and hopefully one day when the world goes back to normal, we can get some nice gigs from it.
That's
what we want to do, you know. We love playing live. That's the best time we have, and you know, when we're on the stage.
Yeah,
it's nothing beats it. It's sick, man. It's like we've had some gigs where we just had the best time in it, and it's like it's sad not to do it no more. So I'm looking forward to it one day, man.
How are you both coping without it? Without doing shows and stuff like that? How are you coping? I'm struggling, bro. I'll tell you straight. I'm struggling.
I'm just doing more days at work and then just obviously he's occupied. He's got the baby in it.
Yeah, man.
But like, it's hard, man. We're so used to doing it, and we were doing even just the DJing. We were playing every weekend at Digbeth Dining Club, making a little bit of money from that, you know, and that was nicing us up. So it's just everyone's affected by it, and it's sad, man.
It's one of them. The only plus side is you can, like, now that everything's on standstill, like start making tunes and getting ideas together and go in studios and getting things set. So when everything does come back on, you like bang, okay, we're ready to promote this
and then
one,
back to
release this one and this and the other, man, and bang, we've got this to go through.
Back to what we were saying earlier about people not coming to events. Maybe now it's going to just be the whole opposite because maybe it's making people really realise what they're missing and not to take any event for granted that we can go and see them again, because maybe someone said that last time we played, we'll just wait for the next time, and then
I hope it is like that. Really, I really, really do. If I'm honest, I've been a little bit disappointed that I think there should be more. I would hope that there will be more uproar at the way the events industry is being treated.
Yeah, it's so bad, isn't it, man?
I would have thought there would have been more uproar from the party goers and not just the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Not just from us, but from the people who are missing going. I thought there'd be a lot more uproar from them still, you know?
They don't want to listen though, do they? The politicians, they don't care about the music, man. They've fucked it all up now with Brexit and everything. It's going to be it's just going to be impossible now, man. You know, it's
a long thing, man.
May as well go play every gig in Australia or something.
Spanish.
But so Richie,
yo,
new dad.
Yeah.
No one saying time. Where's he going? How do you just get up and walk off like that? Like, what's he doing? We're in the middle of it. What's he doing, bro? Yeah, so how's that going, brother? What was that like? What's that been like?
All the joy, man, really. Like, you know, I mean, me, I've wanted kids since sounds mad, like since I was like 17, 18. I've been talking about kids like mad, like, yo, when I get my kids, I'm gonna do this now, you know, talking big talk like that. And then, you know, when it hits you, you know, it's mad. It's like boom. She's there and she's looking and she's like all like delicate and she's, you know, and next like moving around and you just like, you know, you've got this little, you know, being that like, you know, your DNA and her genes and your genes have mixed together to make this. It's just crazy, man. You're feeling all these mad emotions. It's just, yeah, it's just a blessing, man. Trust, man. It's wicked, man. So yeah, she's good, man. She's good.
Did you have any because she was born during this pandemic here? Did you have problems like being like birthing partner or going to certain going to checkups and stuff like that?
No problems. No, like I said, you know, keys and doors and that. These systems of, yeah, it's a madness. This system, man. Don't want to curse on here, man, but it's a madness because I had bare troubles, man. I have to wait outside 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours for checkups, and then when she has to be like induced, she has to be 4 centimeters dilated for me to go inside. So I'm waiting outside for her to have all these checkups and that. And it's just madness. And then she had to stay in there overnight, and I can't stay with her. I had to leave at like 6 in the morning. It's just, you know, it's crazy. And, you know, like I'm proper protective. So when I'm being stubborn, like going, I don't want to leave and that, and I'm not leaving. And then they go, listen, we don't want to get the police. You know, if you do get angry, we don't want to get the. But I'm being calm. You get me all sleeping. They go, we don't want to get social services. I go, what are you talking about? So throwing all these threats, and these people are meant to be helping. It's my first child, and they're telling me we don't want to. And I'm going, I'm not doing. We're not saying that you are, but we're saying if you do, we're going to have to get the social services. We're going to have to get the police. This is how they're talking to me, you know. And I'm thinking, this is this world. And I've just been sitting outside for 4 odd hours, and you're talking to me like this. You know, I was just happy to have my child back home and that, because it was bare mad. Even going to get her, they're saying you can come at 7 o'clock. She's going to be leave at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock come now. She's going to come out at 10 o'clock. Oh, we can't find the book. The last midwife didn't sign this paper. We need you to do it. Yo, some madness that we're dealing with, you know. So I'm just, like I said, I just give thanks that they're home safe and everyone's all good, man. But the headache going through the whole system of the pandemic was mad. And then imagine this, the next day, yeah, birthing partners could go in for the whole thing. The next day.
Yeah, because I remember when it changed. Yeah. And it was afterwards, yeah. But was it the next day? I didn't realise it was the next day, though.
The 50th, bro, I was there the next day. Technically, I was there the next day. 6 in the morning, I could have stayed. Because they didn't know, yeah. And they must have found out midday or something like that. The 15th of February, yeah, she was born on the 14th. No, the 14th, yeah, no, the 15th, that's when it was. So the 14th she was born. The Tuesday, the 15th, they were allowed in and that. So it's madness, yeah. That whole day was peak, man. But it was good, man. It was a good experience, like going in and seeing and like, you know, taking, like, you know, B. Shout out to B, my you know, my empress, my wife, partner, whatever you want to call it. She's with me all the time. She killed it, man. Like proper good birth. Like she like proper calm. She was loving it. Like I couldn't even tell she was pregnant. Sometimes, like, you know, after like, you know, the surges and that's what they call them. You know, after that stuff was going on, she was smiling and joking and laughing with us. And then she get another surge and she's like all concentrating, not screaming, not nothing, like just doing her thing. And then she go back to normal and that joking about with the midwife. I go, what's this woman doing? She's giving birth and that she's just chilling, popping, joking. That says, yo. She just made for it.
Bro, that's when you see the real strength, strength of a woman, isn't it, bro? That's when you see the real strength, isn't it?
Truly, man, it's crazy, crazy. But yeah, man, it's good, man. All a blessing.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna let you know from now, though. You know, he's a man. I'll be taking the piss out of you forever now. You know, trust me. When she ain't sleeping at night, when she gets older and she mash up your things, when she's, you know. When your FIFA get mashed up, when
I'm gonna have a gaming room, man. It's not happening, man. Locking it away, man.
Oh, listen, I don't give no sympathy to nobody because nobody gave me sympathy, you know. So I'm a slewer when it comes to that. When I see people that's just had baby, I'm just like, all right, there's another one for me to get.
Nah, she's cool, man. She's good. She's gonna be a good one, man. Trust me.
Good, I love that. Still, I love that. So what's the plans? So musically, you say you're working on some new stuff now, young coach. Are you working on some new stuff at the moment? So you got a studio session booked and stuff, yeah?
Yeah. We go up to Edge Studios. It's called Edge in Macclesfield, and it's a really nice studio. And we're just gonna get a day done there. Record probably about 4 rhythms, I think, and then just get the chords done, the bass and the drums, and then come back and overdub them and stuff. Yeah, and he'll do a guide vocal and that, and then we'll just overdub the vocal and overdub the chords and the guitar and stuff.
I love your artwork, by the way. I think that artwork is mad. Like even for the Peppery one as well, you know, that was mad. That was hard. I thought it was great.
He does. He kills it, man. You know, Mo Still, the guy that does it, he kills it, but like I feel like a lot of people have started using him now as well because his levels, you know what I mean? He was putting the levels into our work, so like he's got.
Yeah, that's what happens though, isn't it? Like everybody just starts going to the same people when they see someone who's busting, like doing great work. Everyone starts using them, then, innit? You know what I mean?
He was doing all of the Kingston Express stuff.
Yeah.
and then he was doing like chopstick dub plate and that, and but he was saying he was happy not to be doing like jungles and stuff. You know, because we were coming with some fresh ideas, and that, it was nice for him to draw, man.
Even the bag of herb, I like the bag of herb artwork as well. You know.
He does them all, and he does all, and the EP one, and
the fast. Then the EP, all of them, man. All of our artwork,
Okay. Who done the dub mix of Bag of Herb?
Robbie Melody. They want the producer.
Okay.
He's in high grade. He plays in high grade hi-fi.
Yeah, he's like percussion player. And he plays some melodica in high grade hi-fi. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in that as well.
He's playing a bit of percussion with us in the band as well. So he's mixing it up. He's good, man. He's got backing vocals as well.
Okay.
He works with a few people like Juggernaut and that as well. I think he produced Juggernaut's out latest EP or like mixed it. So yeah, he does a lot of work.
Yeah, he's really sound, man. He's really musical guy. So it's good to have people like that about as well doing their thing, you know, and learn from each other. Everyone bringing good vibes to the mix.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, you have to reach out. Still, don't feel no way to reach out to people though. You know, if someone says no, they say no, innit? At least you know.
You have to ask, innit? That's the thing.
But but you do have to ask, and I think there's a lot of people that will be happy to help, especially in this time here now. You know what I mean? Anyone who's not doing anything and turns it down, like you know.
It's a good time, and while people are
best time to do it, man. No work going on. Everything's on ice down, lockdown.
But we like these ideas we've got, so hopefully these are going to sound, you know what I mean? Hopefully they're going to sound. If we see any, feel any that will fit the vibes, man, we'll holler you as well. Cause
definitely, we're going to have to get you on some rhythms, man, for sure.
Yeah. Man's been talking that for about 2 years now, fuck.
I'm still waiting for the collab, you know, man.
Can you sign our
talking that for 2 years. Can
you sign our vinyls for us?
Yeah, I'll do that. That's gonna happen. I'll sign the vinyls in it, man. Yeah, of course, there's holler in it. We'll work in it.
Now we'll have to get something sorted out, man. How you want to work it, like? We get us two to collab on a rhythm. What, you gonna make it or what?
Yeah, but obviously the rhythms are there, and we just see if he feels any of them, innit?
Well, these recent
I don't know how the singers collab, innit?
I'm learning it, so just, like solo as a teacher, you get me, so I'm down. I'm a student, man. I'm a good student still.
I like the vibes together still. You can't beat that.
Yeah, you can just teach.
You can't beat that still. But yeah, we could wear that out. I'd love to do that. We could wear that out, definitely.
Live there.
I'd definitely love to do that still.
Young people, solo Banton and young culture soon come. Jano,
look out for that one there.
Yeah, first, man.
I like that one there still. But listen, I want to give thanks to the item.
Bless, man.
For giving me your time and stuff like that. It's good to talk. It's good to get that perspective from younger artists coming up, you know, because you don't hear that perspective enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think we're that young anymore, man.
I'm young, man. I'm young now. I'm young, man.
Younger than me, bro. You know what I mean? So
that's the way.
But you know what I mean, though. You know, it's nice to hear that perspective and shed that light on those things as well. Because we need to hear them things.
No, it's nice to be able to voice an opinion, like.
Yeah, let the people know what's going on.
Because you know our music as well, and too, you know, we ain't political and that. We just talk about general life and just uplifting vibes, and it's
yeah, but it's proper feel good music as well, isn't it? That's why it needs to be heard, bro, and I think it will be heard. And I think it's world music, you know. I think your music, you know, like you can have a world music section as well as a reggae section. You know, you find like a lot of reggae in the world music section kind of thing. You know, I think because you capture that live aspect of it in your recordings and stuff like that, you know. I think there's a massive market out there for it. It just needs to be heard, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think sometimes the problem can be is we don't realize who the music's for that we just made. You know, when you're creative, you like maybe we're only showing what we've created to people around us.
Yeah. And
we don't realize that it's actually bigger than the people around us. You know what I mean? So we're showing it to people around us, and they're like, yeah, but they're not feeling it as much as you hope it. And you're thinking, oh, maybe it's not as good then. But that's not what it is at all, you know.
Yeah,
You know, you're just drawing for something from a deeper place that could reach to a wider audience, and we're only showing it to our people that's around us. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So hopefully we just carry it on, man, and just get some more vibes out there.
That's what it is, just continuing through, keep on making things, and then there's hopefully the right doors are open at the right time. You get it, but you can't stop at the moment. You can't get put down by, you know, not being able to like get through the barrier of understanding where you're going to put your music. You just got to keep on creating and keep on, you know, building vibes. So you got the time, you got the catalogue. When the time comes, you just give it to the right people. You get me?
And brother, it's all about catalogue as well. That's another thing you have to learn. Is a story that I always talk about. You know, that I heard that Run Red, Richie Spice. That tune was voiced 6 years before it bust. 6 years, you know. Them say. I don't know how factual that is, but that's what I heard. 6 years, and I remember the rhythm because the Jacure piece came out on a Jacure album years before. So that's why I believe the story is true. That the Richie Spice was voiced 6 years before the tune bust.
Yeah. Well, we're coming up. We've got tunes that we just got reminder we was in the studio 5 years ago, and we've still got the rhythms there still. So
I say no, really, cause enough tune you hear come out. They were voiced like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I got a tune coming out later. On this year. I must have voiced that about 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's just nice to have things there because we was always bloody. You know what I mean? Everyone's always asking us about what music you got, how's the music going, and we ain't got nothing to show for it, you know. So
Yeah.
4 or 5 tunes, you know what I mean? And it's 5 tunes on there now, so it's nice.
And look at that, you even said it yourself with the Rodigan, you know what I mean? You said you sent him a tune and he's like, no, I'm not really feeling that. You got anything else?
Yeah.
And thankfully you did have catalogue, you had something else, and you said that and he's like, yeah, I like that, and played that, you know what I mean?
And then he said, I'll play it in due course, and he played it on the Sunday, so it was quick time. I didn't even know he was playing it. Someone told me, you know what I mean? It was mad thing. So.
Yeah, he's like that, you know. Yeah, I'll play it in due course, and the next thing you know, he plays it the next day, the next show. You know what I mean? It's like.
No, his show had moved to 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I thought it was 7 or something. I was going to tune in and that. And then now we're just going to keep making the vibes, man, and go for it this year, man, and try and have a productive year. Get the catalogue popping. So that's the mission.
Yeah, you do that, bro. All right then. Well, me for one, personally, love the vibes. I love the conviction. And I love the ideology of everything you do it, you know? Yeah. So again, give thanks, my brothers. Thank you for giving me that time.
Thank you, man. Thanks for being supporting us through the mission as well, man. Because
I'm here, man. Like we all make it, you know. We're all here supporting each other, really, you know. No man is an island in this thing. Anyone who thinks that way or acts that way is crazy.
Yeah, for real.
You understand what I mean? Because I'm sure you help me the same way. Your vibes help me the same way. You know what I mean? So we're all here for each other, you know? That's how I see the thing anyway. So, boom. Give thanks. Young culture in the building.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Enough love, yeah. Give thanks, yeah?
Good luck in the football, man.
Bro, listen. Why? See, I wasn't even going to mention it, you know. I was going to cut, you know, but all right. Oh, what's the time? Yeah, we're playing soon, innit?
Good luck, man. Good luck. Nah, Liverpool are dead. 5 games, no goals. They're dead, man. They're doing nothing today.
Bro, they're a one-man team, man. No Van Dijk, and that's that.
Trust me. 7-2 against Villa. That's never going to be lived.
Listen, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen, ever. I was that was a mad thing. You must have been going mad. You must have been screaming.
I was gassed. I was on a mad one. Respect though, yeah.
All right then, family. Love, yeah?
Love, man. Bless.
Every time. Bless it.